Coming up on today's episode of Airborne Unlimited, Blue Origin completes second flight with Captain Kirk. Also, NBAA honors safety advocate Robert Sumwalt with Silk Scarf Award. And EAA clarifies Motorglider certification issue. Thank you for joining us. I'm your host, Kimberly Kay. Blue Origin completes second flight with Captain Kirk. Blue Origin Flight NS-18 completed its suborbital flight safely, making it the company's second successful manned voyage. Four astronauts, including Dr. Chris Boshuizen, Glen de Vries, Audrey Powers, and William Shatner, made their mark on a portion of aviation history when they returned to Earth on October 13th. The 90-year-old Shatner made history as the oldest man in space. After their capsule made landfall, Shatner said to Blue Origin founder Jeff Bezos,
"Jeez, it was so moving to me. This experience has been something unbelievable. You see, weightless, my stomach went up.
Emotionally, he hugged Bezos, saying,
"You have done something. I mean, whatever those other guys are doing, I don't know about that. What you have given me is the most profound experience I can imagine. I'm so filled with emotion about what just happened. It's extraordinary.
After the break, Global Medical Response orders new Airbus helicopters. Those details after these messages.
I believe that if people use the landing doctor training program, they will have less accidents and eventually their insurance will go down and they will make a superior pilot. We do personal limitation checklists, which is the most important reason you need to fly with limits. We do ground proximity awareness training, and we do this with a crosswind. We've been operating 6 Bristels for 2 years without one insurance claim. The Landing Doctor program is working, and you're going to hear more about it.
There's a difference between charting a steady course and pushing for the ceiling. And for nearly a century, Hartzell Propeller has been defining that difference. It's in our passion for engineering and research and our dedication to testing the limits of performance. We are built on honor. We are Hartzell Propeller.
The Zephyr is what you have always wanted. A highly capable 2-seat turbine-powered helicopter with great ramp appeal, 100-mile-per-hour cruise speed, 172 nautical mile range, and to top it all off, a first-of-its-kind emergency airframe parachute system. The Curdy Design Zephyr, unique, advanced, innovative, and highly capable. Your ultimate freedom machine is available now at zephyr.eu.
Welcome back. With so much news coming out of the aviation industry, we're going to be summarizing some other interesting stories in a brief segment we call Around the Patch. Global Medical Response orders 21 new Airbus helicopters. Global Medical Response will add a total of 21 Airbus helicopters from the H125, H130, and H135 families to its growing air medical fleet, with options to include up to an additional 23 helicopters, bringing the total order potential up to 44 helicopters. GMR delivers care through multiple operating brands, including Air Evac Life Team, Guardian Flight, Med Transcorp, and Reach Air Medical Services. These operations transported more than 125,000 patients in 2020. This latest order will add to GMR's current Airbus fleet of nearly 133 helicopters. Air Force aims for civilian help, remote instruction. The United States Air Force found itself short for its annual goal of 1,500 new pilots, as increased airline hiring and low retention draw away aviators toward other careers. The Air Education Training Command is the center of USAF's efforts to create pilots fit for stringent military standards. Lieutenant General Brad Webb, commander of the AETC, said that he expects the changes in training and recruitment to clear away barriers to readiness. Gulfstream updates and enhances G280. Gulfstream Aerospace has recently enhanced its popular mid-size G280 following increased interest in the segment and wider business jet markets. Referred to as a super mid-size leader by Gulfstream, the G280 has been facing increasing competition as the market heats up in the wake of 2020, targeting areas of refinement that will pay the greatest dividends for discriminating customers. Gulfstream enhanced the G280 with cabin refinements, flight deck updates, safety systems, and climate controls. Universal Avionics announces EFB apps. Universal Avionics announced the launch of its new flight partner and flight review applications, available by the end of the first quarter of 2022, shown on an iPad connected to UA's WAAS/SBA's flight management system over Wi-Fi. The suite will enhance the convenience and capabilities of UA Avionics through two-way data integration with aircraft FMS. The applications are part of US ecosystem, meant to centralize and collate assorted tasks and communications between pilots, maintenance, and operations personnel. Well, that does it for today's trip around the patch. Now let's return to the rest of the news. NBAA honors safety advocate Robert Sumwalt with Silk Scarf Award. Serving as a board member at the NTSB from 2006 until today, Sumwalt was nominated by President Trump in 2017 to serve as the 14th chairman. Prior to his work on the board, he has logged over 14,000 flight hours over 2 decades of flight as a commercial and business pilot. He has contributed a large body of work to aviation, having more than 100 articles on accident investigation and transportation safety, as well as years of consultant work for NASA's ASRS. His work as a writer continued in the 2000 book Aircraft Accident Analysis, Final Reports, which he co-authored. Sumwalt has an undergraduate degree from University of South Carolina and a Master's of Aeronautical Science from Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University with concentrations in aviation safety systems and human factor aviation systems. In the course of his work, he received an honorary Doctor of Science degree, as well as an honorary doctorate from both schools, respectively. After these messages, EAA clarifies Motorglider certification issue. More on that after the break.
Well, hello, fellow pilot. I'm John King.
And I'm Martha King.
You know, we've all had our flying lives disrupted lately.
Well, King Schools is here to help you stay up to date with courses that you can access on your desktop, iPad, or iPhone. If you'd like a refresher or just want to expand your aviation horizons, we have a course for you.
So head over to kingschools.com/Rusty today for details.
At Diamond Aircraft, innovation is in our DNA. Whether you're taking to the skies for training or business travel, every aircraft in Diamond's lineup features innovative technology, an industry-leading safety record, superior performance and efficiency, and a comfortable flying experience. No other company has pioneered as many aviation firsts, achieved more milestones, or received the same amount of industry praise as Diamond. Discover why Diamond Aircraft is one of the most trusted manufacturers in aviation at diamondaircraft.com.
Aviation Safety Resources is disrupting the market for aircraft emergency parachute recovery systems. ASR systems are smaller, lighter weight, and offer longer repack cycles than similar products available in the current market. ASR has a recovery system available for every type of aircraft: sport, experimental, light sport, general aviation, urban air mobility, vertical takeoff and landing, electric propulsion, and unmanned aerial systems. Find the right product for your aircraft at aviationsafetyresources.com.
Welcome back. EAA has clarified an FAA guidance issue that had been a point of confusion in the certification of experimental self-launching gliders. When the FAA most recently revised Order 81302J, they removed a paragraph that gave inspectors and DARs special instructions on certification of gliders. While the deletion was for the sake of consistency, it inadvertently removed a reference to a guidance document on what constitutes a self-launching glider. This is important because it is up to the DAR or inspector to use their discretion in choosing an aircraft's category and class to assign through its operating limitations. Absent any design standard, there is not a concrete distinction between a self-launching glider and an airplane. The FAA's definition in FAR 1.1 is simply a heavier than air aircraft that is supported in flight by the dynamic reaction of the air against its lifting surfaces, and whose free flight does not depend principally on an engine. This lack of clarity has the potential to complicate certification in the field, with inspectors charged with individually drawing the distinction between airplane and glider. That does it for our show today. I'm your host, Kimberly Kay. You can catch episodes of Airborne on Roku and Fire TV. Just search for Aero-News or Airborne in the directory. And don't forget to follow us on social media. Thanks for watching.